Walt Disney Studios and the United States Coast Guard have come to Boston to host a special screening of The Finest Hours at a red carpet event featuring some of Hollywood's biggest stars. The stars of Disney's The Finest Hours came back to Boston tonight to screen this epic new film to a private guest list at the AMC Boston Common. The Finest Hours stars Chris Pine and Casey Affleck walked the red carpet with producers, directors, and local members of the Coast Guard who helped with the shooting of this film.
Station Chatham, you copy? I repeat, conditions hazardous. We've got an 18-foot fracture in our hull. How do you want us to proceed? Over.
There's a lot of buzz about the special effects for this movie. Did the constant special effects, the constantly being cold and wet, did that display a lot of challenges in filming?
Not really. I mean, we're cold and wet, but you're cold and wet when I've been colder and wetter walking to school some days. It is what it is. There's a lot of people that have to do much harder things to make a living. So it's nothing to complain about. There was usually somebody there with a towel, but it looks good.
What's this on the radio? Ship breaking up.
She's a T2 tanker, split right in half.
We got maybe 2-3 hours, and then we sink.
Bernie, the character I play, Bernie Weber, he passed before I had a chance to meet him. I got a chance to meet his daughter and his granddaughters, which was nice. And Andy Fitzgerald, who was on the boat that evening, and Mel Guthrow, who's Bernie's best friend, who's walking around here somewhere. And there's an audio, a bit of audio of Bernie speaking, which I got a chance to listen to, which was informative. And just kind of being in the space and the locale, being in Chatham, being in Quincy was, I think, hopefully kind of it all seeped into my bones somehow.
And I was in Chatham, and I just saw a little memorial to the rescue on a rock across the street from the Coast Guard station. My brother is actually the one who saw it, told me about it, and the good thing about this story is you can live, touch, and feel it. The heroes were alive when Mike and I started to research this story. The boat that goes into those waves is a living museum on Cape Cod, and when we saw that boat, we thought, oh my God, how did that little lifeboat save so many men, and that's why we wrote it.
Make yourself a crew and you assist that ship, you hear?
That's why I signed up. Guess now's my chance.
The man in there don't know what he's doing. He's sending you out to die.
On the Coast Guard, they say you gotta go out. They don't say you gotta come back in.
Brace yourselves.
Featuring nearly 1,000 visual effects, locally filmed, The Finest Hour storms into theaters Friday, January 29th, to what should be waves of moviegoers. With Dirty Water TV, I'm Nico Higgins.